on the second line because RNH has more points. So let's go ahead and make that change right now. I don't think I want to move him any further. I may actually even want to put Yakupov up there, give him some first line time, just to keep Eberle. I know what? He is a sniper, so maybe I should leave him. So both the right wingers are snipers. And Benoit Pouliot is a sniper too, so that might actually work a little bit better because Milan Lucic, I mean, he's a power forward. Yes, he does get in front of the net, but maybe not always the type of players you want to play with a skilled player like Connor McDavid. So we're going to go ahead and bump up RNH and move down McDavid. As you guys remember, we signed Chris Russell, and besides that, there's not too many other things to look at here. I will show you our goaltenders again real quick, or our scratchy players: Andrew Ferentz, Andrew Lander, Mark Fain. So Cam, Talbot, Johnny Ortio, and actually Ortio has been doing a little bit better, so I was thinking about giving him a few more starts. Let's actually go ahead and give him the start for the next game, and if anything, we'll switch that up. So let's go ahead and just quickly look at our profit. So last game attendance was sold out, so that's fantastic. Owner's expected profit, I think we're definitely on our way to that, even though this seems to be going down after every single game. Yeah, I mean, local popularity isn't very high, national popularity is a little bit higher. We are in a small market, but we have devoted local fans, so that's good. We know that we're always going to sell out. We just have to make sure that we improve our profit, because we're going to be losing lots of games, and every time we lose games, I feel like our profit seems to be going down. I don't know, that's what I noticed at least. I don't think I'm going to change anything here. We have already set all our promotion nights, and we have a few available funds. I don't think we need to do much more here, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump into the simulation. I'm actually just going to sim one game, just to see how Johnny Ortio does, and we end up losing that game in regulation. So let's go ahead and switch Ortio out. I mean, we did play a pretty good team, but we need to start winning some games here, or management's probably going to start getting mad. Or sorry, ownership, not management. We are management. So let's get Cam Talbot back in the net here, and let's see how this experiment works with Connor McDavid on the second line with Yakupov. So yeah, I think the first thing we're gonna do is sim about 2 weeks, see how we do. If we do very poorly, I will definitely consider some changes. So I usually sim 5 games at a time and evaluate us in 5-game periods, similar to what it does for Be a Pro. You know how every 5 games Be a Pro evaluates your player performance, and then we'll move you up or down lines based off that. That's what I kind of want to do. So big 3-0 win for us against the Anaheim Ducks, but then we lose 2-0 to the Minnesota Wild. It seems to be one of those years, boys. We just can't get wins under our belts. So okay, 2 losses, then another 3-0 win. Can we beat Minnesota again? They're at the end of the back-to-back. I feel like we'll lose that. Yeah, we definitely lose that. I don't know if we're ever going to break a 500 this year. But so 2 wins, 3 losses. That seems to be the way our season is going. We didn't lose 5 games in a row or anything like that, so I'm just going to keep the simulation going. Okay, well, there's 2 in a row. Is it going to be 3? Okay, we have something to do with the upgrade and maintain. So let's go ahead and stop the simulation and do that. There's an overtime win. Okay, that's good. Let's open the franchise overview. Get to the upgrade and maintain. Team store maintenance is down. Let's go ahead and restore that. So repair cost, we have tons of funds remaining, so not too worried about that. 7 days to repair that. I think we're good for pretty much everything else. It seems to be in the low 80s. I don't think I really want to upgrade anything because I know I'm going to have to maintain them or repair them in the upcoming weeks. So let's go ahead and finish that 5-game stint. We start off the first one with a win, or the second one with a win. If we beat Tampa, I really doubt we'll beat Tampa. They're a really good team. And we do. We get a 3-1 win. That's weird. We seem to do good against those skilled teams. Amateur scout. But we need to get a little bit grittier. That's our thing. We have a ton of skill players. And the Edmonton Oilers have had a ton of skill for many years now. With all those first overall picks. Maybe some of them haven't turned out exactly how they wanted. Honestly, I would like to trade to get Taylor Hall back in this playthrough. We'll see if that ever works out. We'll go edit lines manually, because I don't want to put McDavid's up to an 89. Maybe I should put him back on the first line. Do I though? He still has less points than Hopkins, right? 15 points, and Hopkins has... Yeah, I mean, Hopkins deserves it. You know, plus we don't need to rush him. He is 19 years old. He has a franchise potential. You know, he's definitely going to be 90 overall by the end of the year. So let's just go ahead and let him do his thing. He'll gain. We need to definitely fix our bottom line wingers too. That's pretty bad. I would sign some guys, but I don't think it's worth it. I think we're going to be tanking this season regardless. But hopefully we can make some big changes this offseason, and that's what I'm really counting on. So. That 5-game period, loss, win, loss, but we did get a point here, so that's pretty much even, which is what I'm expecting from this team. So let's go another 5 games. Not too many changes to make to the team at this point. There's a shootout win. We're starting to win some games, guys, or at least get to overtime. But we're really counting on McDavid to pull this team out of extinction. You know, it's just been a very bad stint here since 2006, the last time the Edmonton Oilers made the playoffs, which was when they actually went to the Stanley Cup final. Okay, so we're winning some games, so I'm just going to leave RNH on the first line. McDavid, I'll let him do his thing. As long as he's on the power play, I'm okay with that. Yeah, so McDavid's on the first power play, so we will give RNH the first line time. It seems like our power plays are just our first 2 lines anyways, so mixing it up. Big couple wins against some divisional opponents. Can we beat the Canucks? We're getting closer to 500. Canucks are below 500 too. We may have even passed them there. It looks like we lost an OT. I'll go back and check in a sec, but big game against Columbus, and we come out with a 6-3 loss. And do we lose to Boston as well? We did lose, but we did get a point, so 16-20-4 is our record. Let's get out our... Damn, look at that profit. It's down to $49 million. How do we increase that? And we're last in the division. I thought we were close to Vancouver. I guess not. That's pretty bad. I don't even think our squad is that bad. I mean, 91, 91, 87 for offense, defense, and goaltending. We have to really figure out what the root of our problem is here and change it. We need to change the culture in this locker room. And let's go ahead and be assertive. Okay, so being assertive did not help the morale of the team. Looks like a lot of people actually got pissed off because of that. So we'll try and stay away from that maybe in the future. I think the guys just know we have a bad team. You know, that's the problem. Nobody wants to be out there and be a leader. Go out there and be a leader. Our only real presence is McDavid, which is just because of how he came up through the hockey world anyways. So we're about halfway through the season here. We're going to just keep on simulating. I may actually even finish the whole off-season and everything in this video. We'll see how it goes. So how do we do in that stint? We had a win, loss, shootout, loss. So again, going about 500, which is interesting. We're just kind of like, sprouting along here. Not really doing too well, not really doing too bad. Well, I mean, we're doing pretty fucking awful. We're the last in the division. What am I saying? We're god-awful. We need to make some serious changes. Let's go ahead and edit the trade block. Well, you know, that's the thing about the trade block. I hate people putting people on the trade block because then their morale goes down. So I'm actually not going to change that. Well, actually, you know what? Let's put... I don't think I want to put this year's first round pick. I'll put next year's first round pick up there. So 2017, pretty big. Well, 2018 one's already up there, so we'll put 2019 as well. Okay, Andrew Ferentz. We're not going to get anything out of that. I mean, Yakupov's young too. Like, should I dish him in this video? Should we go for a veteran? I would like to keep everybody with... see, I'm kind of contradicting myself now because in the first video I said I was 100% going to trade him, but he is young and he has potential, and he actually is getting points. So he's not. I don't think he was a minus either. We just have some serious decisions to make before the trade deadline. We'll go up and down our roster once we get to there. Okay, how do we do there? We had a loss, shootout loss, a loss, win, overtime loss. So pretty bad stint. I'm going to go ahead and move McDavid back up to the first line and see if this changes anything. The kid is an 89 overall. I mean, it's probably better that he's playing against the top line players instead of RNH. And then we'll just leave everything else the same. I don't think we... Well, you know what? Let's... has he gotten many points with Yakupov? So he was at, what, 17? And now he's at... a little 21. And RNH... see, but he's a -6. What's McDavid? McDavid's a +1, so maybe we will leave RNH down there. -16. My God. I think we just need some more defensive players, and somehow Mark Letestu's a plus. So our fourth line's a plus. Our third line's the problem. Our third line is the big problem. Let's go ahead and move up Cassian because he has more potential. He has, Matt Hendricks should be a fourth line player anyways. Oh man, we need to bolster pretty much everything in our... that's the problem. It definitely takes a few years in GM mode or franchise mode, I guess we'll call it now. I'll stop mixing it up. I think I'm just gonna call it GM mode. When I say franchise mode, I think of Madden NFL 17. That's definitely not this, so... Making a couple lineup changes here. Let's check our profit and ownership duties, see if much has changed. So we're still selling out, so it's not a problem. I'm kind of worried about this profit here. Can't really change anything in here. Season tickets, game day tickets. I think we should lower the game day tickets. Or maybe we should increase them a bit. If we have devoted fans, they'll pay whatever price. And we'll bump that up to 280. Let's see if we get... what kind of feedback we get from that. Hopefully it generates a little bit more profit for us too. But let's go ahead and go hack to simulate another 5 games here. Okay, so we got Arizona, Florida, Nashville, Calgary, Anaheim in this little stint. I think we can beat Arizona. Connor McDavid injured with back spasms. Okay, so he's not out too long, just about a week. Let's just go best lines. I mean, honestly, we can't make any real good changes to the lineup, and we win without McDavid. Crazy. So we're going to be going 3 more games without McDavid here. We get a point out of that one. McDavid's already back. Let's go ahead and edit lines manually. I don't want to put in best lines because we're going to, again, make a couple changes. Well, just one change. We want Cassian on the third line instead of Hendricks, and we actually won with that lineup. So hopefully that is a good change to come, and hopefully it makes a little bit of a difference for the third line because clearly they're the issue right now. Maybe it was because of we're on a good little run here. Still not very close to 500. We still got 4 more games to win in a row if we want to get back up to 500. Probably not going to happen. Can we beat Anaheim? I don't think we can beat Anaheim, and we lose in overtime. So we get a point out of it, I guess. We've taken a lot of games to OT, which is good. I don't think we'll have anybody on the All-Star team. I'm just going to sim by that. I never really played the All-Star game regardless. We're getting dangerously low to below 29 million, which is what our owner wanted for profit. So that's not good. Let's go ahead and sim to the Montreal game. So, oh, sorry, that was only 4 games. Lauren Brossoit injured, that's okay. We'll just go best lines in the AHL. So again, not too really worried about that. Jesse Poirier was playing on the second line last time I checked. I think that's fine for him. And this, I think, is the closest we've been to 500 since the start of the season. We're 21 Martin Hanzal for our second round pick. I actually might be interested in that. Let's see how old Martin Hanzal is. He's got 1 year left, top 6 forward. He's pretty... Oh, he's only 29. This guy would definitely improve our team. So they want a second line or second rounder for him. I'm actually going to accept that, boys. I don't think we'll need a second rounder. We have our first. That's the big one that matters. And if anything, we can turn some players into picks if we deem it's necessary. What is our actually... Oh, we're too close to the cap. Can we dump some cap on you? Will you take Andrew Ferentz? Ferentz. Oh my god, how far down is this guy? Take this guy off my hands, please. We don't want him. Oh, okay, so it shows the salary cap with the trade. So, never mind. Let's just go ahead and remove that. I mean, we can let Ferentz retire here, I guess. And we will, yeah, we'll accept that trade. I'm actually happy with that. And, yeah, screw Ferentz. I don't want him on the team anyways. Waiver eligible. Nobody will take him. Yes, we're definitely both better in our view. We will just go... let's go to roster moves. I should probably do this. I have lost players in the past that were really good because of this. So who's the worst player on the team? Connor McDavid's up to an 80, so that's good to see. We'll send down Ferentz. I mean, look at that. Somebody just pick him up. We don't need him, you know? We don't... Oh, but he is a leader. Maybe he's good just to have around. Let's send down Anton Lander. What's Lander's potential? Does he even have any potential? Bottom 6, 25 years old. Okay, so nothing really heavy there. Let's just get rid of the guy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Anton Lander. I hope nobody picks you up. And nobody did, so that's good. Let's go to edit lines. Let's see where we can fit Hansel in. I'm excited that we actually got a new player. I don't want to just be tanking on purpose. And this is, I think, the start of the rebuild of our team. We bring on Martin Hansel, who's a good third-line, two-way forward for us, and that should help really bolster our third line. You know, sure, we send Draisaitl down to the fourth line, but with the stats he's putting up, man, he should be in the AHL. Minus 11. He actually has 26 points, though, so that's pretty good. Let's see how McDavid's doing. Wow. So it looks like Draisaitl has more points than McDavid, which is really weird. How's Lucic doing? Lucic has more points than McDavid. What's wrong with McDavid? I know he was injured for a bit, but not very long. He only missed a few games. Holy crap, what's going on with McDavid? Maybe he'll break out next year. He's 20 years old now. How's Hansel doing? So about the same points as McDavid. Maybe we should put Draisaitl on the third line. What's his defense? He's not very physical. His defense category is his worst, actually. His defense category is equal with Hendricks. Cassian is actually worse, but Cassian's physical, so I like that aspect. How is he a lefty? Yeah, so he's a lefty. Who is the best? I'm gonna put Draisaitl, I think, on the third line just to mix it up. Who has the best face-offs here? So 60, if they're all 60, okay, 75 Matt Hendricks, you can go in the middle. Or Mark Letestu, aren't you a center too? 85 face-offs, what am I thinking? Okay, and let's go ahead and do that. So Draisaitl up on the third line. We may even be able to move up to the second line by the end of the season if he wants to improve a bit. Bring a little bit of defense to, well, actually, RNH has better defense than him. So we're just going to go ahead and leave that how it is. And that definitely improves our team. And it looks like our AHL team is absolutely killing it as well. Oh, man. RNH down with the... Okay, so this is where the depth comes in now. Hansel can slide up, and that puts Draisaitl back in the third lines. Okay, I guess they want Draisaitl there because of his potential. I guess that's fine, although I don't want us to get destroyed. Hansel's definitely a better player. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put Draisaitl on the third line. I'm sorry, Hansel's a better player, and he's bigger too. More experienced, I think that makes more sense. Edmonton has owner goals update. Kurt says, team, I will continue to evaluate. Okay, let's go see how he evaluated or changed our goals. So he still wants us to earn 85% of the expected profit. Not sure if that's going to happen. Secondary goals, I think we're a team that can compete and get to 40 wins this season. Are you kidding me? Hopeful, stay the team. When did we become hopeful? I don't get it. But at least he's happy with the job we've done so far. But we changed to hopeful after acquiring is it Martin Hansel? Yeah, so that's interesting. So as a playoff hopeful, I fully expect us to compete for a playoff spot. However, if we don't make the playoffs, we need to ensure our fans are happy with the direction of the team. I agree. I don't think we're going to make the playoffs. We will make an effort just for you, Mr. Owner. Who is the owner of the Edmonton Oilers? I don't even know. Maybe I'll Google that right now. Let's take a look. I mean, we're definitely not in a playoff position right now. I don't think we're going to get 40 wins, but Edmonton Oilers owner. Oilers Entertainment Group. Who is that owned by? Let's open up Wikipedia here, see what we get. So we're still losing games, you know, like, I guess RNH is injured, so we can't really count that. We needed 2 more games, right, for the 5-game stint, or at least 1 more. We'll go ahead and sim to the next week regardless. So we updated our goals again. What just happened? We're back down to a rebuilder. He only wants 33 wins on the season. Oh, man. This guy's messing with me. I don't know what he wants. So key people in the organization: Daryl Katz, Bob Nicholson, Kevin Lowe, Peter Shkreli. Interesting. Owner is Daryl Katz. So let's get some more info on this Daryl Katz guy. Oh, I've actually seen this guy before. 55 years old, born in Edmonton. He is Jewish. Went to University of Alberta, worth $3.5 billion. My God, must be nice. Bakersfield, let's go ahead and actually check how our, wow, Jajar Kyra up to a 77. What was he, a 73 at the start of the year? Yuri Toulouse always also down here. How's Puyarvi on the first line? So it looks like he got 1% overall better. Grimaldi also competing. I like that. 79 overall, getting better. So a lot of these guys we signed at the beginning of the season are improving, and that is good. We will just go best lines. Let's see if the defense. I don't think we had anybody on defense. So actually we had Griffin Reinhart and Matt Fraser down here. Griffin Reinhart, I think, can push for a roster spot within the next couple years, or within the next year or 2 for our bottom 6. I'd like to get Mark Fain out of there, and who is the other one that I wanted to get out of there? Davidson and Mark Fain. I need to get out of there. That's who I need to, you know. I should almost even put Griffin Reinhart there with Darnell Nurse, because they are our D of the future. But at this point, Brandon Davidson is a little bit better, so we will give him the opportunity. 6-0 loss to the Montreal Canadiens. Are you kidding? I don't think we're gonna make it up to 33 wins, to be honest, guys. The ship is sinking, and its ship is sinking fast. McDavid has been injured with an injured elbow. What the fuck is that? But at least it's only for a week. Let's just go ahead and go best lines. I'm not really worried about it. 3-1 loss. Let's go ahead and update our scouting assignment. So we've scouted the OHL twice. We haven't checked out the QMJHL yet. Let's look at the D-man for 6 weeks. See what we got out there. Should be some good players to pick from. Arizona is worse than us, so we're not last in the division. Thank God. We have a lot of OT. Are they? Okay, so I guess, yeah. This is stupid. It should show all 7 teams in the division, but it only shows 6. So I always think I'm last. But we're not actually last. So to catch up to the wild card spot, we're not in the wild card spot. We're not gonna make the wild card. There's no way we're making the playoffs. Also, our revenue is down to 40 million. No, I don't want to exit. Let's get to the trade deadline and see if we can make any trades to improve our team for the long run. Roster moves. Oh man, not again. So McDavid injured. Looks like he can play though. Who do we need to move down? Someone? Is that what it was? So we got 18 players, so it just looks like Ferentz is playing on the 4th line, which let's go ahead and switch that. 2 D-men on the 4th line. You know, at this point the season's up in the shitters, so I don't think we're going to change anything. 4th line will barely play anyways. Let's go ahead and edit that manually. McJesus is back. And this should... Who else is hurt? It was, no, Hendricks. Get on the 4th line, man. And then we have Davidson and Nurse, bottom 6. So again, our D-core is pretty shit. We have 2 D-men on the 4th line. It pretty much sums up our season right there. 21, 27, and 9 with about 60 games through the season. We beat Philly though. No, I think it'd just be an embarrassment losing to these guys right now. We're going for the 1st overall pick at this rate. Fan happiness is really bad. Profit is really starting to go down. We do have something to do in the upgrade and maintain, so let's go take a look at that. Parking lot maintenance. Let's go ahead and fix all this stuff right now. No, I don't think we're going to upgrade it. We're just going to repair it. We should probably just repair the concessions too. All this stuff, really. Yeah, let's just go ahead and repair all this stuff. We have the money. So when it's repairing for 4 days, does that mean nobody can come and sit? I don't get it. Like, are they just dirty? I don't know. Insufficient funds, so we can't even. Oh fuck. Well, I really fucked up there. So, where can I save some money? Or is it even worth it? Is the real question. Is it even worth it? Let's open up the annual profit and let's. So the arena operations, we're going to need a little bit more funds. I'm sorry. Bring down the promotions a bit to 0. And we'll put it all back in here. Okay, and that gives us some money, save budget, to repair the washrooms if need be again. Well, actually, let's just go ahead and repair them now. We'll repair the concession as well. I mean, when it gets down to 60, 59, like it's gonna need a repair, so we'll go ahead and repair that, and let's repair the washrooms as well. And still left with about $500,000, so that's good. Now, let's take a look at our contracts. See if there's any big names that we can trade. We're already really near the cap too, so I would like to look through other people's. So first thing I want to look at is Age. We could look at trading Sakara too. That would be part of the rebuild, and then we could bring Griffin Reinhardt on the team. So Ferentz, I don't think anybody's going to want him, so I don't think we're going to put him in the deal. Some people might want Hendricks. It looks like these guys actually want Hendricks, and Hendricks doesn't even want to be on the team anymore, so let's just get a pick out of this. I don't really care what round. Let's sort by year. So we want, let's see if we can get a 4th pick for him, 4th round pick. It's about even, and let's propose that trade. So you don't feel worth it because you have to put him. Okay, the Coyotes want Hendricks too. We made a trade with these guys earlier, so let's just go with a 5th round pick. They would have more than 45 skaters in the organization. That's not going to work. Okay, Columbus Blue Jackets, next team up. I really like how they've improved scrolling through the teams. I remember in NHL 16 it took forever to get to the next team. So that's going to be disapproved. Calgary wants him as well. Just get him off the roster, man. Anybody. Anybody. Yeah, we can definitely call up some players in the NHL. Let's go ahead and do that. Alright, see you later, Matt Hendricks. You were a detriment to the team. You're the reason our 3rd line sucked. Peace out. See you never. Okay, let's go ahead and auto-fix the roster, but I want to go to the edit line screen. I think that's the only trade we really need to make. I want to keep pretty much everybody else on our team. Let's go best lines. So we've called up a few new players to the team. We have Yuri Toulousely on the team. We have Anton Lander, who was scratched earlier in the season, but brought him back up. Taylor Beck, which pretty much fills in for the spot for, actually, who should go here? So looks like they both have bad defense. He's a little bit more physical, so he might be better suited on the 4th line, but I want to see Toulousely's stats. Can we get your AHL stats? He was playing on the 1st line for most of the season, and he was about a point a game, so I actually will give him the opportunity. And we'll leave Zach Cassian on the 4th line for now, with Taylor Beck and Anton Lander. And once Hansel comes back, that pushes Lander back to the scratched position. Let's see how our defense looks. I don't think many changes were made there. Yeah, we didn't make any changes there. And that's pretty much how our team's looking right now. Yakupov looks like he's up to an 84, so that's good. McDavid up to a 90. I mean, how's he doing? He's playing against the best players, and he only has 25 points, so he's even, so he's doing the job, you know. He's keeping, I don't know if he's keeping their top players off the score sheet, but he isn't even, so we'll give him that. Okay, so was there any other players that we wanted to trade or trade for? Let's take a look. Okay, so age is the first thing I'm going to sort by. So Mark Letestu, I'm fine. He can be like our fourth line center because he has really good face-offs. Matt Fraser, I may want to trade Pulio as well, but I mean, he is an 84 overall, and that improves our team right now. Who's the highest paid player? So Lucic, Eberle, Hopkins, Kara, Russell. I think I'm going to keep all those players. I mean, they're assets to us at this point. But do we trade for anybody that can make our team better now? Jesse Purvey has potential to be elite, so definitely excited for that. Trade block. Pavel Datsyuk, eh? That'd be interesting. Okay, so if we go over to trade and improve, we can actually scroll through the trade blocks here. We get a little bit more information than we do on the trading screen. So let's browse some trade blocks here. Assets on the block. Okay, we don't want any picks. Sorry, how do you change teams? There we go. Datsyuk, that'd be interesting to trade for. He's too old though, 38 years old. I don't think we want that on our team. We're looking for young guys, you know? Young guys, or decently young, you know? Like, there's not going to be, you know, franchise players on the trading block, but top 6, maybe. Top 9, probably a lot more reasonable. Dennis Seidenberg, no, he's 35. Brian Bickle, nah, 79 overall. Stolberg, no. Paul Bittner, who's this guy? He has a lot of trade value. Can we see his career stats? So 9 points in the AHL, has a 69 overall. Top 9 forward potential on the left wing. I mean, fourth line play at center or left winger of the future, maybe, but for that trade value, I don't think it justifies it right now. Top 6, and this guy is whoa. Why does this guy have lower trade potential than the other guy? So second round pick as well, good puck skills, he's a playmaking center, so he could, I guess, eventually maybe replace Hansel, or even Draisaitl if Draisaitl doesn't pan out. We could probably play him on the wing as well. Have you played in the AHL yet? No, he hasn't played in the AHL yet. Let's see if we can trade for this guy. This would definitely bolster our prospect pool. I think he's worth like 2 third-round picks. I don't know if I'd trade a second rounder for him though. Why is Draisaitl's trade value so low? Who's this guy? No, top 4, elite. I mean, elite potential, and they got like no trade value. What's going on with that? Maybe I'd trade Jajar, but I don't know. A test 2, no. Tyler Benson? Is that Tyler Benson? I didn't know the Oilers drafted this guy. I thought this guy went like first round. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. I kind of like Grimaldi, so I don't know if I would trade him right now. It's Rose, Slepyshev, Anton Slepyshev. How much is that relative to this guy? Okay, so Dallas would have more. Okay, so I guess we can't really trade a player. Let's see if we can throw a pick in. Third round pick? What's that relative to it? I mean, you just need a little bit more. What else do you guys want? Fourth round pick? I don't think that's going to do much. Let's give you a third round pick for next year as well. So that's a little bit more than what they are asking for, but they don't want either of these assets. So I think that's fair. Let's go ahead and see what they say. Perfect. So we got this guy, bolsters our prospect pool, and gets rid of 2 third-round picks, which is fine. We don't need picks at this point. We've had tons of picks in the past 6 years. We're looking to improve our team now. 2 player meetings available. I guess we'll go ahead and just do that. Morale. What's going on, guys? How can I help you? Cam Talbot, what's going on? Matt Hendricks didn't even like being here, so screw it, man. Yeah, I think we did become a better team, so let's go ahead and be demanding. It had no impact on Cam Talbot's. Thanks for the opportunity. You know what? Welcome back, man. I'm glad you're excited. I feel you can contribute a lot to the team. So it didn't look like it affected him at all. I think we're a better team after this trade deadline. Let's go ahead and keep going through the trade block, though. I want to see if there's anybody else that has good prospects on their trading block. So we were at Dallas when we found that guy. He is a centerman, but we can always move him to the wing. You know, I'm not too worried about that. Detroit. Thomas Vanek, no. Steve Ott, no. Miller, no. Yager. I should trade for Yager. Don't think that's going to happen. Watson, no. Get Branson. First round, no. Farnham, no. Parento, 33, too old. Some top 6 AHL players, no. Jensen's on the Rangers? I thought he was on the Canucks. Rupert, Kervonen, no, we don't need a bottom 6. I know. Top 6, Daniel Sprong. I would love to trade for this guy, but I think he's... Is he a first round pick? Second round. So I'd have to give up a second round for him, which I don't think I want. Well, he was drafted last year, so giving away my second for him this year. But Jesse Paravy's already in our sniper on the right wing, and we have Yakupov as well, so we won't worry about him. Still not seeing anybody I really like here. Again, right wing sniper, don't need. Vancouver Canucks, who are you giving away? Larson, Miller, Burroughs, no. Alright, so that looks like it's it. We're going to go ahead and sim past the trade deadline and to the end of the season. Still really hoping we can meet our profit goals. I did raise the price on tickets, and we still are selling out every single game, so... So about 23 games left in the season. Let's see how we finish. Hopefully we can finish strong. Actually, let's go ahead and make sure our lines are correct as well before we get back to simulating. 53 points, just absolutely abysmal. So it looks like Hansel's still injured. Not sure how long that's going to be. Cassian we're going to keep on the 4th line. I think I'm fine with everything there. And not too much to change on the defense. Alright, so let's go ahead. Our fan happiness isn't very good, and that's, again, a part because we're having a shit season. But I think we are starting to turn around the train on this rebuild, and we're making some good decisions. We are bolstering our prospect pool. We acquired Martin Hansel, and we're going to have a big off-season. If we can get rid of some salary cap, we're definitely going to sign some big players. Let's just go best lines. He's a 4th line player, no big deal. See, we seem to keep beating the Tampa Bay Lightning, but I think they're a really good team. So, again, the skilled teams we seem to do good against. The bigger teams we don't seem to do very well against. Let's go best lines, because I think it's going to put exactly... But our holy crap, our AHL team's an absolute machine, so we're definitely going to have... Oh no, we don't need to do this. We already made our trades. Okay, so now we need to send someone down to the AHL. Probably going to be a forward. Oh, do we do it to Lander? I think we do. He is a centerman. I'm sorry, my man. You got to go back down. No waivers. I guess that's because he already got sent down once. Let's go to edit lines. RNH is back finally. Alright, let's see how it stacks up here. Again, I think we want to put... Ooh, we got rid of Hendricks. Now we don't really have a fourth line centerman. So do we leave Draisaitl on the fourth line? What's your plus minus, bud? Minus 20. Yeah, you're staying on the fourth line. People, minus 20? We're going to play you the least amount possible, my friend. Minus 16. But Hansel's a plus 2, so Hansel was a good thing for this team. What's Cassian? Plus. Taylor Beck, minus. Okay, okay. McDavid, how you doing? Even. Eberle, minus 5. Lucic's a minus. Pulio's a minus. Yakupov's an even. Okay, okay. Okay, let's go ahead and get back to the simulating. Happy with how that looks. We got everybody finally on our forwards on the 80 and above overall. Still losing games here. Like no tomorrow. Profit down to 34, 33. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't think we're going to be able to make it. I guess we have promotions night coming up. Probably won't help much. So playing Detroit, who's pretty much a 500 team. Oh man. This guy has the injury bug all the time, doesn't he? We'll go ahead and go best lines because he's our third line center. That's gonna mess up everything. It'll put Draisaitl on the third line, which is kind of scary. Season ticket drive is about to begin. We'll process the season ticket renewals below is the breakdown. Club seats. So we haven't sold them all yet. Let's go ahead and reduce the prices on them slightly. These are the season tickets. Overall trend is up. I mean, let's just increase them slightly. We have a devoted fan base. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go like that. We'll raise them slightly. Okay, we'll increase the advertising, I guess, for season tickets by reducing the, what's the general advertising do? Merchandise sales, local popularity, game day tickets. So let's go ahead and bring that down slightly. We'll put it all to season ticket advertising. I want to get it up to at least 50. So we'll go ahead and do that for the end of the season, I guess. I'm glad that the owner speaks up and says something, because I have no clue what I'm doing. Oh my god. Oh my god, we'll go best lines. I know we're not making the playoffs this year, but it might be interesting to follow and see how the Condors do. Martin Hansel, he's back. Let's go ahead and edit lines manually. Alright, so Hansel's back. We'll go best lines. Slot him back in there. And I think we're going to leave Draisaitl on the fourth line for now. Don't think we really want to make any changes there, but we have a solid centerman core. I really like our center core. 1-2 punch with McDavid and Hopkins, although, oh man, it's our wingers really that we need to improve. Lucic is our best winger, and he's a power forward, so you know he's not going to be getting many points. We need another stud to play along with McDavid on the right-hand side. But I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. We don't have a ton of cap space to spend. Oh man, 32 million. 32 million, we're so close to the end of the season. Let's just go ahead and sim to the end of the season. We want to see if we can stay above our 29 million profit. So it's the end of the season. It looks like we're finally starting to win some games. Upgrade and maintain. We got to do something. We got to do something. So let's go ahead and open franchise overview. Get to the upgrade and maintain page. What do we need? Team store maintenance needs to be repaired. Let's go ahead and do that. We knew that was coming. So we'll... Ooh. No, we don't have enough for the upgrade cost. We have enough to repair, so that's good. Okay, let's go ahead and just sim to the end of the season. I am sick of this season. We are getting absolutely just wrecked all the time. So I just want to get rid of, you know, finish this, get rid of it. Okay, Draisaitl, estimated return May 2nd. I mean, we're not going to be playing then, so better have a good off season, my friend. Amateur scout calling. Let's take a look somewhere in Europe, I'm thinking. At Oilers. Oilers look a lot for Swedes, don't they? I kind of like Russians, though, so let's go Russian forwards for 6 weeks. See if we get any important intel on the Russians. So it looks like the Bakersfield Condors just played somebody that they were worse than and ended up, yeah, whatever Mark Fain meant. End up winning, so that's a good sign. San Jose Sharks with 50 wins on the season after beating us there. Absolutely crazy. Oh my god, just the best roster. You know, I don't care at this point. Let's get to the off season. Let's get to the off season, and well, let's just take a look at the stats first since he produced for us. Mark Letestu, welcome back. Played the last couple shitty games for us. Okay, so owner happiness is neutral. So it looks like he's pretty upset with the season. I would be too. Let's see what he has to say though. Happiness looks like it's improving. Not sure why. So we didn't earn the profit. Just go to the owner goals here. 1 sec. I'm either impressed nor upset at your current performance. However, there's room for improvement. Okay, so I don't think he's happy. Like, we upgraded the parking lot, which is fine. Did we get the 33 wins? I mean, we need to at least get 2 out of 4, or else he's really going to be pissed at us. We need 2 more wins. How many games left is there left in the season? Oh my god. Just get 1 here. Get 1 here against the Sharks. So there's a loss. We need to win the last 2 games of the season to meet the owner goals, and he has something to say as well. Again. Secondary goals. Yes, I know we need to win the last 2 games. I know. I'm gonna probably play them. So something I don't generally do, but we need to, and we're losing after the first period, fucking 3-0. Are you kidding me? I'm not even good at this game yet, but we need to get 3 freaking goals. Let's go ahead and try it out, see what we can do. I don't really like the pop-up things there, but it kind of helps out a little bit, I guess.
If you're just with us, it's been a tremendous bit of hockey so far, and more to come.
Let's go ahead, McDavid. Can we win it? Can we win it?
Second period has begun.
No, we can't.
Big lead has been built up thus far. Let's see if it continues. Good hand to eye, and the reach of the stick.
All right. All right, over. Over.
Into the attacking end.
Back to McJesus. Okay, or the D-man. Shoot it. Okay, I really couldn't get the shot off there. But
and he gains the zone.
Can he get a shot here? No, he loses the puck. Good Branson's pretty big boy though. He's not too mad about that. Lucic, where are you when you need him?
Vancouver's looking to head man up the wing. Puck loose, couldn't get through. And angle to Branson.
Block. Nice block. Come on, get it. Give us the puck.
Move straight up to Eriksson.
Holy man. I feel like my players are just all slow too, you know? Like I have no difference makers except for McDavid, and he's still a kid.
On to Daniel Sedin.
We can't even get the puck from these guys. There we go. Big check. Putting Sedin on his ass. Eberle, do something for me here. Nothing.
Lucked out of the defensive zone.
Okay, at least we get a body check there.
Vancouver's continuing on up the wing. Oh, and he
big hit, baby.
Oh, he's been looking for
and
that.
who's this?
Sedin's hurt here. He's just going to go back to the bench. He's in some kind of pain.
I forget who 6 is.
Slid to Tanev.
Pulio, can we get a hit here? Yes, no, maybe so. We have gotten like no quality chances on that. I think we need to work on our cycling a bit more. I think this game requires a little bit more cycling than the past couple NHL games required. And we can't do that either, apparently.
Hanging on to it up the wing. And it's a good pickup.
Alright, here we go, here we go.
The Oilers in their own end.
To Pulio. Okay, I think I'm going to turn the pass assist on, because I think that's what's fucking me up.
Carried to the corner boards by Berchi. Another solid pad save. One-timer.
Oh, that's a goal. Alright, boys, I've just given up. You know, fuck it. We've lost these last 2 games. We'll get a higher draft pick because of it, but the owner's going to be absolutely choked. Alright, we'll sim the last game. Can we at least get within 1 win of the owner's expectations? At least 1 win. No, we can't actually, because we're the Edmonton Oilers. We don't get the profit, we don't get the wins. We upgrade the parking lot though, so we got some devoted fans. And let's go ahead and hold the team meeting. And let's get choked, because I think we deserve to get choked. We didn't play our best, and this is the result we deserve. We need to get better next year. I agree. And that pissed off everybody except Jordan Eberle. My god, they probably think we're a monster. I wouldn't be surprised if we got fired the first off season. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out the stats. Eberle, leading point getter at 59 points. Brutal. I'm just going to go ahead and go by positions here because we don't need to see the whole roster. So RNH, really making his case for why he should be the #1 center over McDavid. I mean, he played less games. He got more points than McDavid, but he was a minus. That's the big one. McDavid was playing against better players majority of the year. That's probably why he got less points. But he was a plus. Draisaitl, ton of points. Almost as much points as McDavid, actually. But minus 22. Now, I don't know if that's just because we had a bad team, or if it was directly his fault, but he only has 3.5 defense. So I'm assuming it's going to be all his fault. Martin Hansel, I mean, late addition to the team, ended up with about half a point a game. Pretty okay with that. Even Letestu, pretty okay with that as well. Lander, -2, 8 games played, no points. So not really making a case for why he should be on the team next year. Left wingers, Lucic, leading point getter as expected. Patrick Maroon, minus 27. Holy shit. We may have to trade this guy away if he's that big of a liability. Toulouse ended up with a -9. Our third line just seems to be the dog right now. Jordan Eberle, 59 points. Yakupov, a good amount of points. Cassian, 4th line. Kind of what do you expect from a 4th liner. Decent amount of penalty minutes. So all of our D-man were negative, except Andrew Ference. How hilarious is that, guys? Everybody's a minus except Andrew Ference. I don't even know what to say about that. Let's actually, sorry, I want to go ahead and see the points. Sakara had the most points. I'd like to trade him away, honestly. Larson, Chris Russell, Clefbomb, Darnell Nurse. So Darnell Nurse, despite being, actually I guess he was on the 3rd pairing, so can't really expect much from him. Cam Talbot finished with just above a 9 or below a 9.91 save percentage. John Ortio had 0.9. Both had, you know, Cam Talbot did make his case to be the starter in this case. Yeah. So let's go ahead and check out the team stats real quick. So we will just go through the division. We don't need to see how bad we're compared to the rest of the NHL. We just need to see where we lacked. So goals for per game, second last in the division. Goals against per game, third last in the division. Power play percentage, last in the division, which is atrocious considering all the skill we have on our team. I don't know what's wrong with these guys. Like, there's a lot wrong, but we need some serious help in all aspects, I think. Okay, home and away record. We're worse on the road, or sorry, worse on the, holy crap, our road record was awful. So that's somewhere where we need to make a big improvement, and that's just going to come from getting bigger, tougher, and grittier. So maybe we should add some size this offseason for our third, especially our third and fourth line. We need to upgrade our wingers. There's a lot we really need to do to improve this team. I think we got a solid prospect pool at this point, so not too worried about the draft. If we can trade in the draft for some serious players, I think we will. But we do have a pretty high draft pick, so it might not be worth it, considering the rookies for this year were supposed to be good. Or at least that's what our amateur scout said. But that's going to go ahead and be it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this absolutely atrocious season, as we're used to watching with the Edmonton Oilers. 26 or 27 million in profit by the end of the year, 72 points, 31, 41, and 10 record, despite having 91, 90, and 87 offense, defense, goaltending. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.